All right, so we're working on a new line today. Right now we've already got this little step down feature thing. Works on the pit bike and the big bike. And then yesterday, before all the rain, oh, it's slick. Really slick. I just slid at least 4 feet down the hill. Didn't go down though somehow, but definitely muddy out here. Look at that, nice and wet. Gonna work on building a little bit of a kind of a steep jump here. Trying not to die right now. Need to figure out the measurements, kind of where I want to go with this. The landing I did yesterday, we'll figure it out. Right, Roundy? So we're essentially going to try to build another one of those kind of jumps, but I think it's going to be a little bit steeper, or just want to be a little bit steeper, with a little bit of a bend to the right. So it kind of, the landing's a bit of a hip. So if you can kind of make it turn you in the air, I think that'd be perfect. So let's get to build and see what we can come up with. So we're going to try to go with a 10-foot radius right now. What I did is I just put a string attached to this cabinet and measured out 10 feet. And then I'll take these boards here and I'll try to trace out the radius that line will make onto these boards to figure out our cuts that we're going to make. We might have to make some adjustments. 10 feet might be a little bit crazy for the radius. So making the second one, I'll just clamp the first cut onto the next board, and I'm just going to use it as a guide to cut the exact same thing twice. There we go. Now we've got 2 nice radius cuts, and now we got 2 little teeter-totter pieces left over to figure out what we're going to do with. But the next step is to figure out the height, probably cut off the excess at the end, and then start coming up with a support system to make it so it doesn't fall over or kill anybody. So we got the basic frame put together here. 2 2x4s that kind of come down, cut them at the angles to match the ground. Now I just got to figure out a way to attach it all. It's a lot bigger than I anticipated, but it should be pretty sweet. Alrighty, so the skeleton of it's pretty much done at this point. We've got, I think it's 63 inches tall. I trimmed off the excess on the back side, added some cross joints here. Probably gonna have to do something in between the 2 pieces to keep it so it doesn't spread apart. And then I'm thinking about just trimming these corners down a little bit to get it a little bit flatter, which I think if I cut it the right way, it should allow it to be a little less steep at the end. So I just tried walking on it, and I still feel it flex a little bit in the center, or the bottom down here. So I need to add something just to keep it so it doesn't want to stretch itself apart. So we'll try to come up with something real quick. So now I just gotta keep cutting slats to make up the entire deck. So we got the jump to its location, and it looks like I might need to build a little bit bigger landing for that lip. At this point, I had to start digging a hole to put the ramp into to keep it level and secure so it didn't tip over, and just to keep it in the right place that I wanted it to. But it kind of ran out of time, so had to come back to the next day, and you guys will see that later on, so have a good one.